This is OneClimate.net, and we're with Meena Raman from the Third World Network. Meena, the Cancun talks have just concluded. Please, can you share with me your thoughts?
Well, the details, the devil is really in the details. For someone who has been following the negotiations for such a long time, and I've been looking at all the proposals which were on the table, and I see that everybody says, of course, we have to compromise. Some people, have everybody has lost, but I don't think that's true. The developed countries have really gained quite a bit because the proposals in there really take them off the hook in terms of doing the real kind of emission reductions they need to do, and a lot of responsibility has been shifted to the developing countries. And if you even look at the fund, everybody is so happy about the fund, but although it establishes the fund, what you will see is in the details about the mobilizing of 100 billion, and it's not even about commitment, but it's only a commitment to mobilize. It's not even the actual giving of the 100 billion. And then if you look at further words, it says in the context of mitigation and transparency, then you will get the money. Now, in the convention, there is no such conditionality. This is a conditionality. This is from the Copenhagen Accord. So when someone like me looks at the details of it in terms of how the mitigation paradigm has changed from one which is from legally binding in the Kyoto Protocol from an aggregate target which is system-based, science-based, to one which is voluntary, to a pledge and review system, I'm really concerned that this is not going to take us to where we want. And I am completely in sympathy with the delegation of Bolivia, because everything they said really reflected my sympathies. I'm actually quite depressed.
Meena, what does this mean then in terms of a fair deal, and how does, now that this has been concluded, how does one move forward?
I think we have to build up. I mean, I think the point is now we have to look at what's there. People have to begin to understand what really has happened. Many of us are concerned that actually if you look at the language of the Kyoto Protocol, we have literally allowed for the Kyoto Protocol to collapse in a slow death fashion. And I think that it will take a while for people to realize the consequences. There was a lot of euphoria in that room. But if I wasn't euphoric, because I understood the implications of this agreement. And I think that when those of us who come to our senses, I think we need to pick up the pieces and move and see what there is, whatever there is that can be salvaged out of this process. We need to continue to do that. So, we continue to be engaged and do whatever we have to do.
At one point, do you think people will actually see what's going on?
I think when you begin to really understand the analysis that comes out of all this. I mean, in fact, we already saw this analysis come out from the Copenhagen Accord pledges. We already talked, many scientists have come together and talked about this going to a 3-4 degree world. Such low ambition, low level of ambition. Some people say this is the first step. But what we are worried about is that this initial first step could be a locking in of a real low ambition. And like I said, I think people will begin to see what happens as things unfold in the next year.
Meena, thank you so much for speaking to us.